Hello, Miss. Over the past 2 months, this is finally our last assignment together, and this time I will try my best to make this performance as good as possible. And again, Danath, with a little change. My presentation today is gonna be a colorful, adorable, because I don't want to make it more stressful. Hopefully, you will enjoy this. And as previously, I am here today because I love to give presentation. My presentation this time is not going to be specific in any topic, but it will cover the overall concept of the information and knowledge that grade 12 students have learned so far in this course, and that's why I just simply call this assignment, the final assignment, an SCH4U overview. And the first thing will be explained related to Unit 1 and Unit 2. And today, I will talk about an organic polymer that is widely exploited in our daily life. It is a type of plastic, and the scientific name of it is polymethylene macracrylate. So, the first question is, what is polymethylene macracrylate? Or for short, I just want to call it PMMA. To give a simple explanation, polymethylene macracrylate (PMMA), aka acrylic or acrylic glass, is a transparent and rigid thermoplastic material that is widely used as a shatterproof replacement for glass. PMMA has many technical advancements that over other transparent polymers such as PC or polystyrene, and few of them can be named as they have a high resistance to UV light and weathering. They have excellent light transmissions. They can transmit light, and when modified, they are available in a wide range of color, casting option, textures, and forms. One important thing is they are very lightweight. They have lightweight. Acrylic plastic is a clear material that resembles glass but offers better transparencies and weighs less than 50% compared to glass. Social values. Acrylic plastic has established several advantages to be applied in several industries and purposes, and acrylic plastics is always described to have a significant sustainability compared to other materials on the market. PMMA is a versatile, durable, recyclable, and sustainable material. One of the key aspects of its sustainability is to using less material for more. The unique properties of PMMA is lightweight, which is offer the same structural integrity of much heavier materials such as glass. PMMA makes vehicles, planes, and boats lighter, therefore reducing their energy consumption. Another unique aspect of the acrylic is durability. Their outstanding chemical stability can ensure a service time beyond even 10 years to 20 years compared to other chemicals with lesser chemical stability. The respective footprint over the lifetime is considerably lower. There are numerous examples that effectively apply the durability of PMMA or acrylic glass in the daily, including the garden deck, or architectural coating realized in the cars, and so on. In this picture right here, the rooftop of the house, it is made of acrylic plastic. It can deal with outside weather very well. Whether it's raining or it's a hard sun lining. Plus, it can be used up to maybe 5 to 10 years, depends on the conditions, with a strong structural component. Moreover, acrylic is a key to a range of sustainable solutions, such as renewable energy. PMMA enable cost-effective and durable solar powered, is water resistant, ensures and allow a long lifespan for solar panels. The next key is food and medical. PMMA is a non-toxic, and some grades they are especially used for food contact and in medical applications. The next application of them is in lining. PMMA is used to design innovative solutions to maximize the natural light and avoid heat buildup. It is also used to manufacture energy-effective LED lights or LED lights. Environmental impacts. The use of acrylic produced is receiving significant popularity nowadays. Acrylic generally is a manufactured fibers where the fiber used to form the product contains a long chain of polymer and can be used to fabricate different types of products. People across quarters of the world are using acrylic products for sheeting mostly. However, there's significant effect on the environmental and should be taken into consideration. First thing first, it is associated with the acidification potential. Acidification of the environment by acrylic sheets and sheeting process begins right in the manufacture. Not forgetting that the emissions of acrylic have nitrogen and sulfur as their main components, and when it rains, these toxins they can dissolve in the rainwater and forming sulfurous acid, which is an acid rain and is very dangerous. Acidic rain it has serious effect on the environment because it can kill the growth of some plants in the ecosystem and even they harm our health, our human health. Secondly, eutrophication. It can potentially cause eutrophication. So eutrophication is when a body of water becomes overly enriched with minerals and nutrients and can damage the aquatic ecosystem, which is not good at all. Nitrogen and phosphorus levels on the ecosystems determine the existence of eutrophication on the environment, and acrylic sheets are a source of nitrogen and phosphorus. Eutrophication by acrylic materials start right in the manufacture process. The boilers, or the manufacturer's process boil the content of acrylic at a very high temperature that otherwise fumes out particles of nitrogen and phosphorus in the air. This forms is the starting point of the eutrophication process in the environment. When acrylic material is disposed without proper disposal procedure, nitrogen and phosphorus emitted can combine with rainwater and get drained on the rivers or streams or even the lakes. This leads to an uncontrolled growth of algae, which can severely impair the growth of aquatic plants and organisms. Thirdly, fossil fuels depletion. If you take a quick look at the entire manufacturing process, you will notice that a lot of energy is used. This energy works to combust acrylic material for them to melt and be molded into usable materials. Fossil fuels is needed for the combustion of fabrication and manufacturers for acrylic materials. This also happens when it comes to the process of recycling. The recycling process is energy intensive, and this energy is enormous enough to get making the recycling process very challenging. And finally, it is associated with a global warming. The negative impacts that come with the manufacturing process of acrylic acids can transmit it into the sheeting process. When the sun shines on the acrylic cyst, the carbon decomposition takes place, mentioning fragment of carbon dioxide particles, emitted carbon particles into the ozone layer, and depleting more significantly. Just simply when the sun intensively shines on the acrylic sheets, the carbon particle will go to the ozone layer, and this is a contributing factor to the greenhouse effect. This one fun fact that is not really fun, but is like serious, because it is investigated that 1 kilogram of the fabrication of acrylic fibers, they can release about 5.5 kilograms of carbon dioxide gas into the environment. Besides all of the impacts above, acrylic plastic has a serious impact on the environment in the way that no one could think of. Washing clothes. The majority of our clothes are made of plastic fibers. Think of how many people washing their clothes every day, and how many clothes do we have even when we are working around a house, not washing our clothes. These fibers are falling off as well, and it's everywhere. Synthetic fibers comes off in the wash, and they are so small, they're so tiny, and there's no filters in the machines that can catch them. Instead of that, these tiny plastic fibers will pass through to the sewage treatment plants, and which often don't have the filters fine enough to catch them. And this water, they will then be dumped into the rivers or a sea or a lake, and then, of course, they carry plastic clothing fibers with them. Looking at the diagram right here, it can clearly be observed that after a few washes, the acrylic fabric shed the most, followed by polyester and polycotton blend. We found that in a typical wash of acrylic-based clothes, about 700,000 fibers come out. That's a shocking impact on human health. Acrylic plastic with prolonged contact on the skin can cause allergies, especially when it's in high concentration. In low concentration, it's no harmful effects at all. Acrylic sheets have the potential to cause disorders related to the respiratory system in our body. The sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, and nitrogen 4 oxide emitted by the acrylic sheets increase the acidic amount in food step after the occurrence of acidic rain. When humans consume feeds with high acidic content, it results in the respiratory inorganics. Furthermore, further acidic rain increase the rate resting on the standard iron sheets and on vehicles, as well as the cause of itching and burning in our skin. And finally, it's very serious that it is associated with the carcinogen effects. During the entire process of acrylic manufacture and sheeting, our carcinogenic materials are released into the environment from the acrylic sheets, and they can contact with our health, and these substances can cause cancer for us. So this is the end of my Unit 1, Unit 2 presentation. Now we are going to the next parts, which is Unit 3 and Unit 4.